Hi everyone, this is Heidi Hancock with Double Magenta Intuitive Energy Healing, and this is your soul message for September 2019. So really quick, I want to touch on just the end of August here. So last month we talked about healing the wounds, and we talked about salt water coming in as a solvent to heal the wounds and kind of give us clarity about what those were. And what I really noticed at the last week of August, a little bit pointed energy, although not as sharp as I think it was June or July. We talked about that pointed edge at the solar plexus. So more than that, it was a clearing of these wounds, right? And when we put peroxide or we put some kind of ointment on a wound, sometimes it stings and it hurts more right in the beginning. And I noticed that at the end of August, that there was that sense of a sting, kind of a sharper quality to the energy than we had earlier in August. And I just wanted to honor that for anyone that felt that experience, because it did get a little bit sharp and pointed, just kind of showing you like, oh, these are the wounds that you have, or those were deeper than you thought they were. And it gives you the opportunity to have clarity around, oh, okay, that's what I've been working with. How can I clear and heal that and give myself a break about it? Because, you know, it can be tougher than we think. And we live in this culture that doesn't want to honor emotions and the experience of that. So I just wanted to say that. So then for September, we're moving into this beautiful container energy now. So summer has it's always about up and out, yang energy. It's air and fire, and it's expansive. And so we're playful and there's less structure. And now we're moving into the yin energy, earth and water, and it's fall, right? We're entering into Virgo season, or we're already in it. And so there's structure, there's container energy coming in. And what I felt was this beautiful container. And we're going to do in the meditation today, we're going to do sound healing. And I'm going to use the singing bowl. So it's kind of the image of this, like we're being held in this container now in September. It's about structure. It's about definition. It's about planting the seeds in fall to see what is it that we want to create, right? So not necessarily to see what we want to create, but we want to plant the seeds that we want to grow over the next year. So a lot of times we talk about January, that's the beginning of the year, but really energetically, the beginning of the year is September. School is starting. We're done with the playful vacation energy, and it's like time to get to business now, right? So this container energy is really coming in to hold us. And it's an extension of that healing of the wounds. So now that we've discovered and seen, okay, what were the bottom of those wounds? How deep did those go? What did we need to learn about that? Now we can take that information and we can utilize it to create something new, something better, and vision forward about what it is that we want to create. So a couple things to focus on this month. One is going to be boundaries, big time. This is about boundaries with scheduling your time. You want to really set aside time in your schedule for the things that you want to do so that you can get them done and not be distracted. We cannot hit two targets with one arrow. So you have to be really focused. What is my goal? What is it that I want to create for myself or for the world or for my home family, whatever it is. So you really want to focus on boundaring your time. It could be boundaring your people also, but more because they might take you away from your focus. And that doesn't mean that you can't obviously be social and have fun, but that's the reason for why you want a boundary and schedule, right? So you want to pick a couple days of the week that are like, okay, this is what I'm going to actually work on, this new task, this new creation that I'm going to make. And then, the other days you schedule like, okay, I'm going to have, fun with my friends and be social too. The other piece about the boundaries I want to talk about, so scheduling, routine, and space. So you want to be boundaring your space also. What's held inside of this container, you want to be thinking, what do I want in here and what do I not want in here? So that can also affect your space. Last month I talked about Marie Kondo, the life-changing magic of tidying up, cleaning your space. If you did not do that last month, which I did not either, I thought about it. I kind of looked around. I noticed what things needed to go, and I didn't really have the energy, honestly. There was too much busyness, too much scheduling in August, too much playtime, and things to take care of. And so really I didn't have time. So September, if you have not done that yet, is a great time to do that. However, because I'm talking about boundaries, I really want to encourage that if you're going to clear your space. I am a Virgo. It's so very much like me to have to clear my desk before I start a project, because you want to be creating it in a new, clear space, right? So that's going to be really helpful in this energy of creation and planting the seeds this month. However, you don't want to get so off task with it that you're cleaning your whole house and redecorating everything to the point that you don't get the other things that you want planted, right? So you want to schedule that too. If you're going to work on cleaning your house or clearing space for this new project, then set aside 1 or 2 days to do that and leave the rest of the time to be brainstorming and doing creativity, which we're going to talk about in a minute. So the other piece, we're moving into fall, right? It's that yin energy. It's earth and water. It's grounded. It's in our bones. So you really want to focus on your body this month also. Exercise. You can combine exercise with the routine of the bounding, right? So that can help both things. Sleep. Really focusing on getting enough sleep so that your creativity, which we're going to talk about next, has a chance to flourish. If you're not well rested and you're not taking care of your body, you're not going to be in the headspace to do this kind of creative work. So in terms of taking care of your body, you also really want to focus on attending to your body in a more focused way. So massage, acupuncture, I mentioned exercise already, energy healing, the kind of work that I do. I offer individual healing and over video if you're not in Portland, Oregon, or you can go in person if you're here. Anything like that, a Reiki practitioner, anyone that's there to like kind of attend to your body. The work that I do is kind of mind, body, spirit combined, but you really want to focus on that. Find a practitioner. It doesn't matter what vein it's in. Whatever speaks to you, and do that thing. Get into your body, because that's going to help you ground all of the yang energy from summer into fall and help you move through this transition. We go through this transition always in fall and spring, and so you have to really attend to your body more than normal around those times. And then the last thing that I want to talk about is brainstorming. So this is a space, we had a little bit of it in the summer when you're playing, when you're vacationing, when you're doing that kind of stuff. You can kind of start to notice, like, what are the fruits of my labor? What has come here? What are the things that I'm seeing that I really like? And it does give you a little bit of a chance to notice what you want to create next. But because we're planting seeds in September and going forward, we want to really figure out and be very clear about what is it that you want to create. And so that requires brainstorming. So I'm just going to suggest that in the scheduling of your time, that you pick 1 or 2 days a week to just kind of think, okay, what is it that I want to create? And allow yourself to be really playful. Get out a piece of paper and just throw down all kinds of ideas. What do I want to create in the next year? What do I want to create in the next 6 months, in the next 3 months? And so that if you come up with 10 items, again, it's back to that one arrow to one target. If you have 10 items, you're not going to focus on all 10 of them at once, because you'll never get any of it done, right? You have to plan it out over the year. So pick like 2 or 3 of those and go, okay, I'm going to focus on those for the first couple months, and then I'm going to move to the next ones. And you can even schedule them ahead. Look at what they are. Okay, is that achievable for this couple months? Okay, no, that's a 6-month thing. That's an 8-month thing. Whatever. So it's very Virgo-esque anyways. The energy is really supporting that. And this container energy, what's really beautiful about it is it's almost like horse blinders. They come up, it's like if you imagine this bowl around you, it's getting you really laser focused on what are we wanting right now, so that you can really dive in and start putting the building blocks in place for creating that. So we're going to move into the meditation. And like I said, I'm going to use this singing bowl. We're going to do a little sound meditation and sound healing this month. So I really encourage you to sit in meditation, in a formal meditative posture, because it's going to help you visualize a little bit more of that container energy around your spine. But it's also totally fine to lay down and do that and just close your eyes when you're doing that. So let's go ahead and begin. And closing your eyes and just tune in. Notice your physical body. Notice how it's vibrating today. And just notice kind of where you are in space. And drawing your attention down into your belly. And just allow yourself to mentally sweep away anything that you were doing before and anything that you need to do after. So that you can be anchored and present in your body now. And as I use this bowl, I want you to visualize a bowl around you. So imagine that you're sitting inside the bowl and the container is up around you. So it's giving you an opportunity with the vibration to clear and clean any of the space that's inside the bowl with you. And it's inviting anything that isn't necessary for you right now or that would be a distraction to move outside of the bowl. And just allow yourself to tune in and notice what you notice. Notice what you might want to create. What's showing up in this space for you that you can utilize as a tool for moving forward in September. And I'll end the session with 3 chimes on the bowl, so you'll know when it's time to let go and come back. And just allow yourself to slowly come back. Notice any changes in your energy field. Notice any thoughts or feelings or emotions, creativity that may have come forward. And gently allow your eyes to open. So I hope that felt supportive for you, and I didn't want to go on too long, but I wanted to give you the experience of hearing the bowl and feeling that sense of being held around you. And know that this month is really, we are being supported in our endeavors. Spirit wants to move through us and wants to utilize us as a tool. So when we get quiet, when we meditate, when we tune in, we can get insights and awarenesses about what those things are that we want to create, right? Because we aren't just here to build and fix and make stuff. We're here to move and shift energy in the world and really to connect with each other and to make divine magic on the earth. So I really encourage you to tune in and ask, what does Spirit want you to create, and how you can be an instrument for peace on the earth so that we can make a happier, healthier, cleaner, more balanced world and be kinder to one another in the things that we're creating. So that's my little public service announcement for the end of this message. But I invite you to be creative more than you have in other times. Focus on what can you create that is for the benefit of the world, because we need that so much right now. We need each of us individually giving our gifts to the world, not just going through a rote routine of making and building things for the sake of making money. We have to shift that paradigm. So that's all I got for September. I wish you a wonderful month, and let me know if you have any questions. Okay. You can find me at doublemagenta.com. Namaste.